the other day someone asked me, they were like, yeah, so do you have like a pet fish? You have to. Like, you used to work at an aquarium. I was like, oh, sweet summer child, no.
Absolutely not.
You want me to pay to have to take care of fish? That's not
Absolutely
how this works.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Midlight Crisis, a real podcast hosted by three grown-up biologists revisiting books from our teens, and it's totally cool. I am one of your hosts, Sophie, and today I come to you having survived the curse drought because I am sweaty and have a cool leather jacket.
Wow.
Those things
Oh,
are maybe
boy.
related.
That seems like perhaps they could be connected. Curse drought seems like a good thing, also.
You know?
First drought?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like the cursed drought. It's like a drought of curses. So there's no curses?
So there's no curses. That seems pretty good.
Oh. I guess I took it as the curse was causing the drought.
That is why I was so sweaty.
Yeah.
I was so sweaty because there was a drought. My cool leather jacket helped me, don't worry.
It's so cool.
It's so
Definitely
cool.
what you want / need in a drought, for sure.
Yeah,
Be
exactly.
sweaty.
To be sweaty in your cool leather jacket.
Sweat out
Yeah.
all of the everything.
Sweat out all of the water I don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, this should just say I survived the curse drought because I am Sophie and I already don't drink very much water.
I don't know how you do it.
It's fine. I just suddenly realized I'm very thirsty 6 hours later.
One of us probably has kidney problems, but it could go either way, you know?
I'm going to have kidney problems, that's for sure.
Yeah, it makes sense that you're a cat person. They don't like to drink water either.
Yeah, I'm fighting for my life to make Totoro drink water while forgetting to drink water myself every 6 hours. Yeah, but I'm going to look really cool about it in my leather jacket. Don't worry.
You know it.
You know it. Yeah, so that's me and how I got here today. How about you guys?
My name's Sam, and I survived the hunger collapse because I am bilingual and not like the other girls.
Wow.
Ouais, d'accord.
Yeah.
Non, je ne sais pas.
No. Oh no, je ne parle pas.
Oh no, je ne comprends pas.
Je ne comprends pas.
Oh, no.
Wow, well, congrats for surviving the hunger collapse. Again, sort of like cursed drought. I don't know if it's actually a good thing that hunger collapsed. Are we not hungry anymore?
Yeah, that one's a bit harder. The hunger collapse.
Or was it just like...
Or was it just a collapse of the hungry people?
Oh, yeah, I would collapse if I was hungry for sure.
Yeah. Is that what happens in like Mockingjay when they end the Hunger Games? Is that the hunger collapse?
Oh, probably.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
It was pretty contentious. It's a good thing you survived.
Yeah.
Did.
What a great segue that would be if we didn't have a third person to
If only I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everyone. I have to leave for the sake of the introduction.
Segue.
I'll see you next fortnight. Be back in the next one.
Back.
Okay. Hi, I'm back. My name is Hannah.
Wow.
And I survived the water fire because I am so funny and dry.
Just Lake Erie. Can we still make Lake Erie was on fire jokes, or
Yeah.
is it too soon?
I'll allow it.
Okay, great. Yeah, I bet you're dry because you were standing.
I was
in
standing
the fire
in the
water?
fire.
Okay.
The water fire, yeah.
Yeah,
But you drink so much water, you would never be dry.
it's true.
It's true.
You would just be perpetually dry and also wet.
Yeah.
That's like terrible.
Dry on the
Too
outside.
dry by being on fire, and then too wet by
Mhm.
being in the water.
By being in the water.
Yeah.
It's like when you're really thirsty, but you also have to pee at the same time, and you're like, why?
Why? How these things together? Wow, me all the time.
Surely only one.
Yeah.
Surely only one of these.
Surely.
The way to survive it was actually just don't get in the the water fire.
Yeah. Turns out if you stay away from the water fire, if you stay dry, it's fine.
Oh, that's crazy.
Uh-huh.
No wonder.
Yeah. A lot of us survived. It wasn't very dangerous.
Yeah, a lot
out.
of people just didn't get in the water. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. And speaking of the segue that was said several minutes ago now, the reason we have all come here today, having survived apocalypses, is of course because we're reading the dystopian post-apocalypse book, The Hunger Games, by Suzanne Collins. And I believe Hannah is going to tell us what happened in the chapter that we read this week.
That's correct.
Wow.
Welcome to part 2, the games. Dun dun dun.
Da, da, da.
So, in chapter 10 of this book, Katniss is stunned and then angry that Peeta confessed to being in unrequited love with her in front of the entire country. In fact, she is so angry that she shoves him into a vase and he hurts himself on the broken glass, which is not ideal and is literally illegal. Haymitch, of course, immediately points out how being an object of desire will improve Katniss's chances for sponsorship with a capital audience, and at least she listens to him and calms down a little bit. But after this, neither she nor Peeta can sleep that night, and they both end up on the roof talking about what's going to happen tomorrow when the Hunger Games officially begin. Then finally, it's the next morning. They are taken with their stylists to the arena, and the chapter ends with the announcement that the 74th Hunger Games has now begun.
Whoa.
What's going on here?
I want to just say, I don't remember Peeta being so angry, I guess, or like...
Yeah, he's so
Yeah,
sassy.
because the movie portrayal of these scenes, he's like a lot more like kind of stoic and like kind of like letting Katniss use him as like a punching bag, and then in this he's like fighting back, and I was like, oh, okay, Peeta.
He's like, actually, no.
Yeah, which was like, I just didn't remember that. I was like, and again, I reread this fairly recently, but the movie's just stick in my head more. Anyways, I've skipped ahead way too far, but
but it starts like with him sassing her back after she pushes him.
yeah, and I was like, okay, good. This is the Peeta energy. You go, Peeta bread.
We love you, Peeta bread.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like book Peeta here.
Yeah. I don't know why they made that choice in the movie.
I guess because it like lengthens out the scene. I feel like in the movie it's just Katniss yells at Peeta, and Haymitch is like, no, he made you look desirable. Like, we can sell this to an audience.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of the whole scene. Yeah.
That's true.
It's not really about Peeta.
No, and then maybe they're trying to make Peeta more likable in the movie by making him not be like an annoying teenage boy about it and making him more like stoic.
Yeah.
Long suffering. Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like, the reason Katniss probably likes Peeta is that he sasses her back, you know? Like, he doesn't take her shit.
Well, that's kind of what I like got from this too. I was like, oh, this is probably kind of what made her respect him a little bit more, maybe? Or like, I think she always kind of saw him as an ally just because she believed in him more than he believes in himself. But well, he never saw himself as like winning the games, and I don't know if she really ever did either, but she at least convinced herself that like he wasn't a total goner and was trying to like also reiterate that to him. So
yeah, like I feel like a couple times she's been like, no, like you're like strong, or like you're good at wrestling or whatever, like you've got some talents that can maybe get you ahead of a couple people. Like, I feel like that's what she's implied, that she does consider him like kind of a danger.
Yeah. I wonder, I guess, if part of that is just like, it's real awkward for someone to be like, yeah, I'm about to die, and for you to then be like, yeah, you don't have a chance.
Yeah,
you know?
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking destroy you. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be like, no, like you're so strong though.
Yeah, definitely. You can do
Yeah.
it.
Whereas
Yeah.
Katniss is like, I could kill a man,
I could kill
but I
all of
don't know if
them.
this guy
Maybe.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Do they not have like anything that can fix him
I
in
was
the capital?
thinking that too, because she shoves him into this giant decorative urn and he falls and cuts both of his hands open on the broken glass. And I think his stylist takes him off to like go get fixed up. And I was thinking fixed up as in like they spray like the magical Pokemon potions on his hands and the wounds seal with CGI. But it does seem like he just gets stitched up the old-fashioned way.
Yeah. Yeah, because I guess I'd think that they like do people get hurt in training often?
Which character was it? I think Katniss alludes, or maybe doesn't matter. Someone alludes to the fact that like tributes hurting each other before they get into the arena is illegal because they don't want people they don't want their tributes to be injured before the games start. That's no fun.
Yeah.
Right.
Ugh.
I'm just thinking about how like you pick up a sword that you've never used before, you drop it and like accidentally grab for the blade. Or like, you know, like people do stupid things around sharp objects. So like I would think that at this point they would be like, "Oh, and then like my blisters were all healed before I left," you know? Like, but maybe not. Maybe they don't have magic healing powers.
They must not, because one of the kids, is that the kid from 10? One of the other, like, unnamed tributes falls and hurts himself in training. He, like, twists his ankle.
Oh, right.
And they don't fix that.
Right.
So, it seems like they should have magical healing powers, especially because, like, later on, they do some stuff to, like, heal injuries that are, like, pretty
bad.
Pretty bad, like, more serious or more complex or whatever injuries than just, like, a cut.
Yeah.
My guess is they just probably don't want to waste the resources on them knowing they're going to die. So they probably, like, don't put a lot of effort into, like, fully healing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
But then in the games, they can get that expensive medicine because it's, like, rich people sponsoring it, right? Like,
right.
Mm-hmm.
Rich people are paying for it. So, I don't know, that would be my theory, is just, like, they're like, "Oh, these kids are gonna die anyways, stitch them up enough so that they can participate and still be entertaining, but, like, don't use the $1,000 miracle stitch cream on his hands."
Fair.
Probably.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I feel like I don't think we've said this a lot for this book at all, even once. But I feel like it might be for the plot.
Oh. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
It would be a bit of a discontinuity, though, because, like, yeah, like, it is established they have this fast healing stuff, but maybe.
Like, is it not important that Peeta has, like, injured hands when, like, the one thing he can do is, like, wrestle? Right?
I don't remember if it ever comes up.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't either.
Like, I don't remember if he's, like, if the games start... Well, we don't really see a lot of Peeta at the beginning of the games.
Right.
No. So, I mean, like, maybe it causes him some discomfort that we just, like, don't know about, but, like, I don't remember it.
Right, okay. Maybe it just magic healing goo takes overnight to fix them. Maybe that's what it is.
That is a thing. Well, in the movie, again, I don't remember the book.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe the book too.
Anyway, we can talk about magic healing goo later.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
But yeah, I like Sam's idea that it's just...
Don't waste money on them.
No, yeah, it's not worth it. It's not as interesting.
Yep.
Like, I can't imagine, like, these magic creams are even available to, like, the general public without, like, a steep price tag. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's true, yeah.
But I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe the Capitol has made, like, they have made such technology where was I going with that? Sorry. My brain just stopped. The buffer
It's like, and we're done. We're done with this.
No, the Capitol's made such advances with technology that, I mean, they could be at the point where this miracle cream is able to be mass produced at such a cheap margin, but I don't know. Part of me thinks that's highly unlikely still, especially knowing how the pharmaceutical land controls capitalism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
almost feel like it could also be like preliminary races or like preliminary stuff where like during this period where they're in the capital and they're training, there's probably like very fluid like odds and betting and all this kind of stuff going on. And so like they might not want to like use the healing stuff on Peeta for cutting his hands because it's like, oh, bad luck. Like during this like initial phase, like, whoever was like betting on Peeta, odds are like now like worse for him. You know, maybe?
Yeah, I wonder if the betting. Well, I was about to say, I wonder if the betting is legal, or
that's
if it's
what I
all
was
like a
also
kind of
like.
underground thing.
I was like, I
But
can't remember if it was legal.
I feel like it must be because at the end of this chapter, Cinna says his like very kind of famous line that he is not allowed to bet. But if he was, I'd bet on you, girl on fire, is what he says.
Yeah.
Which implies that the betting is at least decriminalized, if not straight up, like, allowed and encouraged.
Right.
Remembering that, like, the point of the Hunger Games, from a capital perspective, is to be a spectacle.
Yeah.
And to be an entertainment product. But that's an interesting idea.
I guess, yeah, it doesn't really line up with the fact that, like, the training is not televised and stuff. But who knows?
Who knows? Not us.
Who knows? Not us. Anyway, moving on to some other stuff in this chapter. Then they have a surprisingly aggressive conversation on the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah. Much more aggressive than I ever remember.
Mm-hmm.
Where Peeta's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're a little high-strung because in the morning they're going to the death match.
Yep. Fair.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to sleep either.
No. Yeah, I like that Katniss goes out there being like, I think I'd better apologize to Peeta, like once she sees him, and then it's just like, hey, don't die, I guess. And then they just get into a fight.
Which again is wild, because in the movie it's just like this kind of sweet scene between two kids. Like the way Katniss treats him for being like, basically, like, Peeta's whole thing is like, I want to still die myself. I don't want them to take that away from me. Like, kind of like the first signs of like Peeta being a rebel.
Yeah.
And then you see the dejected side of Katniss just being like, why the fuck does it matter? And it's like an interesting juxtaposition because, again, he has that like thought and will of like wanting to be better, whereas Katniss is just like, oh, it doesn't fucking matter, like, blah, 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 and then becomes the leader of the rebellion by accident.
Yeah.
It was just a very interesting, like, dynamic.
I feel like it again kind of shows that whether she has consciously acknowledged it or not, Katniss believes that she still has some chance of surviving.
Yeah.
And Peeta knows basically he doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, he's thinking about how he's going to make his death
matter
matter and like as painless for either him or his family or his like value system as possible.
Yeah.
And Katniss is deep in the like, I am going to do whatever I have to do to get through this kind of mindset.
That's
like,
true,
I'm not going to think about dying because like if I think about it, then it'll make it like it'll overwhelm me and it'll make it so I can't focus on what I need to do.
Yeah. She's like, I'm going to change things while I'm alive. And Peeta's like, I could maybe change things with my death.
Yeah,
that's true. I guess I kind of more saw it as like, or I guess interpreted it that she was just like, yeah, fuck all this. Like,
yeah.
Which, yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
I agree.
my brain is a giant buffer zone right now.
Just
I'm so
constant
sorry
looping.
to anyone who has to listen to this.
No, we're editing it so that it's fun and cool.
Yeah. No, I agree, though. Like, she's pissed off and fighting back still.
Yeah.
And Peeta has moved on to the acceptance phase.
Peeta's like, I didn't stand a chance, and now my hands are fucked up. I stand even less of a chance now.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah. He's like, Katniss
right?
is gonna put an arrow in my back the second those doors open.
Oh, I feel for him.
Yep.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. Because, like, it does feel like, with this conversation, it feels like Peeta was like, my strategy was make Katniss look good.
Yeah.
Well, this, like, goes into, like, why I do actually think he's truthful in all of it.
Yeah.
Like, I do think he genuinely is, like, in love with her.
Yes.
And, like, wants her to
sure.
succeed at the sacrifice of himself. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, and again, like, if he believes he's gonna die anyway,
yeah.
might as well go out giving Katniss as much of a chance as possible, right?
Yeah.
And, like, also just knowing how he thinks and whatever, he's probably already seen the fact that, like, what she's doing is kind of that spark that's needed to, like, reignite the idea of rebellion. Again, I might be giving this 16-year-old boy far too much credit, but I do
but he's
think
written by a master author,
Well,
so yeah.
right,
true.
that's it. So, like, I do think part of him is, like, yeah, staying true to himself, but also, like, I'm gonna prop this girl up because she could actually win this, and I think she could bring about change because, like,
Yeah.
she's already defined the capital and all this shit. Like, he's like, yeah. And he's also probably like, that's fucking hot as hell. She shot an arrow at their head.
Yeah. He's like, maybe she'll like me if I die to save her.
I gotta go out in a cool way so she thinks I'm cool.
In a cool way.
Yeah, right. Last-ditch effort to be.
Yeah. I can't be, like, killed in a lame way.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not gonna cry while I'm dying, that's for sure. She won't
Yeah,
think I'm
what if I
cool.
just, like, fall over and, like, hit my head and drown in a puddle? Like, Katniss will think I'm so lame.
So boring and lame.
That would suck, though.
It would.
Like, what a way to go out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough, buddy.
That's why they don't start the Hunger Games on rainy days anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So after their great conversation, then it's start of the Hunger Games day.
Yeah.
It is.
Actually, there's a funny aside where they talk about that one time a cannibal almost won.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, yeah.
I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah.
Partially in that it plays into the prequel books. Like, in this book, it's just a throwaway line that the line is cannibalism doesn't play well with the capital audience.
Wait, was Cannibalism Year one of the years in one of the prequel books?
No,
in one of the prequel books, I don't know if it's just heavily implied or outright stated that, like, during a famine in the capital, some people in the capital, like, became cannibals to survive.
Oh, God.
And that, like, it's
That's
known
why.
who those
Okay.
families are, and it's, like, a shameful stain on your family to be, like, one of those people.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I think it's stated, yeah.
Yeah, it's, like, the one, for lack of a better term, like, I don't know, barbaric thing that capital citizens have actually experienced. So it's, like, not cool when that happens in the Hunger Games, because that's bad.
Right.
But, you know, everything else is fair game.
It's too close to home at that point.
It's too close to home, yeah.
If cannibalism hadn't happened in the capital, then it would be fine to do it in the Hunger Games.
I think that's true.
Yep.
But also, like, if I was in the fucking Hunger Games and I was hungry and I killed somebody because I'm in the Hunger Games, I would probably eat them too. Like, I understand why this would happen.
Yeah.
Well, and I think if you do it once too, because, like, this guy, apparently it's like he loses his mind and is, like, basically eating, like, every contestant.
Yeah.
But, like, I think if you do it once, like, the prions or whatever, like, it fucks with you, doesn't it? Like,
I think
I
just
think
the
that's
brain.
only if you have
just the brain.
like, if you have a a pathogen, it would. But I don't think there's anything like inherent in human meat that makes you crazy.
Okay.
Other
But I
than
think
like the probably psychological.
Like the psychological impacts, I would imagine, are much much worse.
Okay, wait. I also like that the conversation leading up to this is Peeta being like, I just don't want I want to die as myself. You know, like he's implying that like, I don't want the Gaves to like turn me into something I'm not. And he's probably being like, I don't want to like kill the 12-year-old. You know, like,
yeah.
Like he's probably, or like however old she is. Like he's probably thinking like, I don't want to become like the kind of person who like does something terrible, right? And then Katniss is like, yeah, like be a cannibal.
Yeah. Well, even better,
like,
she's
this
like,
is
I
what
bet
he means.
Peeta's gonna be one of those guys who turns into a raging beast and starts eating people's hearts. And it's like, Katniss,
stop.
you have literally no reason to think that. Calm down.
Like, Katniss, relax.
It's like, oh my god, girl. It's okay. I mean, it's not, but
it's not okay. But also, anyway, yeah.
She's literally just a guy.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Someone will kill him before you do.
Yep. Okay, let's talk about this hovercraft.
Okay.
Well, I don't care about the hovercraft, actually. Whatever. That's engineering. Boring.
Okay, good topic, Sophie. Thanks
I
for
want to talk
introducing
about the electricity, though.
Oh.
So, a hovercraft appears to pick them up to bring them to the Hunger Games, I guess one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And so Katniss gets her own hovercraft, and it says that a ladder drops down, and she grabs onto it, and instantly it's as if she's frozen. There's like some sort of current that glues her to the ladder. So I wanted to look up electricity gluing because
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I feel like this is a thing that like most people know about, where like you freeze because like electrical current going through you, like it's like an electric fence or something where your muscles all lock up. And so you can't actually let go of the thing that is electrocuting you because it takes over your muscles and contracts them. And so a fun fact I learned about this.
Okay.
So fun.
Fun.
Is that it's called the let go threshold.
Oh. I feel like I can maybe infer what it means.
Yeah, it turns out the let go threshold is the threshold at which you can no longer let go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it looks like that for like adults, I guess it depends. This is revealing how little I know about electricity. I guess it depends if it's DC or AC.
Okay, yeah.
So DC is 75 milliamperes and 15 milliamperes for AC. Children have a lower let go threshold.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Imagine.
But yeah, it is like, I think for the let go threshold, it's like, yeah, for an adult, say like 10 to 15 milliamperes is the let go threshold, but like the causing damage to your body isn't until like 30. So, yeah, I mean, I guess that's why you can grab like an electric fence and it hurts, but you can't let go or something. And so this is a true thing that can happen. I mean, I don't know that Katniss would be like chill about it.
I don't think she has an option. She's frozen.
Yeah, she's not like, and it hurts. She's just like, a current glues me to the ladder. It's like, it would hurt though.
It probably would hurt a lot.
Yeah. And then they keep her frozen long enough to give her a pit tag.
Yeah, what the heck?
Oh, not the pit tag.
Not the pit tag. Not even a pit tag. It's like a sat tracker.
That's true. It's an advanced pit tag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Type C integrated implantable satellite tag.
Can you imagine if we actually had those to track fish, though? It'd be so useful.
It would
like,
be
just,
useful.
Like, a little thing that, like, just goes in them and stays going, has, like, a battery for, like...
Yeah, they have those for larger animals. They're satellite tags, and because they're...
No, I know they do. Sorry, I just don't want to come up as dumb. I know that those exist.
No, yeah. These ones don't need, like, the antenna. Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, those satellite tags are, like, big. You have to, like, kind of, like...
They have a battery.
You have to surgically put them in. They have, and like, they're just big. I more meant like, if
Like
you
a
had like a
little
little
one that
thing,
you
like a
can...
pit tag, like
Yeah.
size of a pit tag, that you could like put into the fish.
It would
and
be
then
so
that was
convenient.
it. And it just kind of stayed. It
Just
had a
kind of
battery.
stayed.
They do have like little like pit tags for that like don't have that real-time satellite capability that can last for like 10 years depending on how big the tag is. If you have like an acoustic array. So they have these like little
they like ping
tags
don't
that
they?
you can put in your
do,
fish that will ping continuously. And if you have a receiver in the water, when the fish like passes by the receiver and it pings, it records that like that individual specific fish was in this place at this specific time.
They just have receivers every 10 feet in the game.
Yeah, like genuinely in the games, because it's like a terrestrial environment and because they're so mechanically advanced, they could have like a full arena-wide array of these like acoustic receivers that do pick up like every, I don't know, 3 meters, say, right? Where the tributes are and communicate in real time. Like, it's not beyond the realm of possibility that you could do this. It would just be really expensive.
I collect receivers all the time. I help tag those fish that get beeped by those receivers. I guess that's why I was like, wow,
wouldn't
can
it
you
be
imagine
amazing?
like a little thing you can put in and then you don't have to haul up receivers and everything? Though that technology's gotten even better because you could like, there's these things called acoustic releases, and now you just like have to talk to it and then it goes poop and then it comes up to the surface. Whereas I was on a trip and you had to like, you would basically put them on these long ropes and you had to like drag for them and hope that you caught them. And I was like,
that's annoying.
This is wild. So my thought process was just like, wow, you put like a little thing in and every time it pops up at the surface, it goes. And then anyways.
That would be great. You know, these were probably invented by the one fish biologist who's still working for
maybe
for the capital doing fishing regulations.
But it would also be easier here because like Wi-Fi signals and like other short band signals don't travel well through water. Like that's the reason that the things like Sam's talking about, where if you want to acoustically track these fish, you have to have these like stupid complicated systems to like get your data back, because you can't just send it through the water. You have to actually have it hardwired into something. But in the air, you could just like send it through like the fucking Wi-Fi cellular connection.
Yeah.
So in the arena, which is not underwater, everything could just be hooked up to like an Internet of Things web, and they could be pinging these trackers all over the place.
It would be so...
Does the internet still exist?
Well, like, Internet of Things is more like a network.
Oh, okay.
It just has a stupid name. Doesn't matter.
I don't think the World Wide Web exists.
Probably
Wi-Fi.
Not, no.
Wi-Fi exists, I think.
Wi-Fi exists for sure.
Yes.
Google, probably not.
Bluetooth connect to your tribute.
Oh.
However, as much as I'm enjoying imagining this, like, highly complex, like, acoustic array that they have in the arena, in one of the future books, they do have to, like, remove the tracker from Katniss before they can remove her from the arena, which implies that it's not reliant on, like, a hardwired network of receivers, and that it is probably just, like, a satellite thing. And I took it too far.
Imagine?
It's weird that I would do that, yeah.
Yeah, weird that we would do that.
Can you even
imagine?
But, like, not having to rely on these, like, acoustic arrays would just be so dreamy. As someone who was on a mad dash to try to get receivers before the weather turned bad and the battery died on them, and so you couldn't get them to pop up.
Yeah,
so.
This is the equivalent of really good trains for me. Your thing is, I can't believe the Capitol has amazing satellite tags.
But I don't know the functionality of these satellite tags, right? Like, we don't know. Like, can you use them beyond humans? Like, would they work underwater? I wonder.
Yeah.
Dang, we'll need a book about that.
Can you imagine if you put it in and it did, and you could, like, ping a fish that was, like, 1,000 meters down? That'd be so cool.
Didn't they have a water one? Didn't they have a water world one?
Not really. They've had, like, semi-aquatic ones and ones that have flooded.
Yeah.
But you're still not, like, seafloor depth.
But, like, in theory, even if they're underwater, like, they probably still work, right? They probably wouldn't have, like, a water one if the satellite tag wouldn't work
They would
underwater,
probably
right?
still work, like, they would still work in the first, like, little bit of the water column, but I don't think any of these kids are diving, like, 10, 15 meters. I mean, maybe to get a fish,
Yeah.
if there's fish to eat or something.
But it's not like they're staying down there.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I work on stuff primarily for whales.
Yeah.
And whales are big, and you can put these gigantic satellite tags that track in real time on them. But the problem is, because they're big, they cause a lot of, like, physical trauma to the animal's body, because you have to, like, stab them like a harpoon.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
they hold on in there with, like, barbs, so if
Yeah.
they get ripped out, they cause these, like, big injuries.
Yeah.
So I always think, like, I want something like this tiny implantable tag that works as, like, a satellite transmitter, even if the animal has to go to the surface, because I do stuff primarily with whales.
Yes.
But just that you can, like, embed under the skin so it doesn't leave, like, an open wound as it's doing its job.
Yes.
So Sam and I both want this technology in slightly different directions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think everyone can agree this technology would change the way of,
It would
like,
change science.
yeah, of, like, marine research and just, like, population ecology especially.
Yeah.
And like we said, like, not this technology specific, like, there are ways that people are doing this, the Ocean Tracking Network, all that, doing a lot of really cool work. It would just advance it so much if you had this, like, little pit tag. You just boop,
Yeah.
and then be on the way, and the fish is just has this tag that just beeps all the time
Yep.
and causes minimal stress to it.
This is like how a lot of great inventions come out of terrible events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean, most technological advancements come out of war. Like,
exactly.
I think that's a fact.
Yeah.
Well, because otherwise, who's going to pay for it if there isn't, like, a huge commercial interest or an imminent threat?
Or the Capitol invents it to keep track of the Hunger Games people.
Yeah, because that's a huge, pardon the pun, a huge, like, capital investment in the
Yeah.
Hunger Games to make it, like, a profitable and socially, like, propagandized event.
Yeah.
They have a very strongly vested interest into making sure that this, like, goes the way they want it to.
Okay, moving on. Moving on from pit tags to more of this chapter, because we're only like halfway through.
There's not much else on the go, though.
No.
I have one other thing I want to talk about, but it's right at the end. So let me real quick browse through the rest of the chapter. I mean, it's just more emotions from Cinna and Katniss. You know?
Yeah.
Katniss eats
Yeah.
a bunch of food, but doesn't pay attention to it this time. So we can't even know what she'd eat.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
For her final meal.
Yeah, exactly.
We also had, like, a prime opportunity for some math, and that, like, they have this futuristic hovercraft that travels for half an hour from the Capitol before they get to the arena.
Oh, yeah.
But we don't know where the arena is, so we can't figure out how fast the hovercraft goes.
That's true.
But maybe we can figure out from some, like, biome clues later where the arena is and get back to this.
Yeah, definitely. Great news about the last thing I have to talk about.
Uh-huh.
I did some math.
Oh.
Not about that.
Oh.
So I just, for some reason, I didn't remember that this is the 74th Hunger Games.
Okay.
And I was like,
Okay.
wow, is it in this chapter where it says some, oh yeah, okay, right. Okay, so it's right before this. It's while they're in the hovercraft.
Yes.
Katniss says, the arenas are historic sites preserved after the games. Popular destinations for Capitol residents to visit to vacation. Go for a month, rewatch the games, tour the catacombs, visit the sites where the deaths took place. So that means the entire Hunger Games arena is like a protected area that nobody else can go into. And I was
Yeah.
like, it's a different place every time for 74
is.
of them.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a lot of space?
I don't know how big the arenas are.
So I looked on Reddit.
Oh.
Okay.
Because, well, first I looked for like an actual place where Suzanne Collins had revealed how big the Hunger Games arenas were. She is not. Probably for this exact reason.
Mm-hmm.
But I did find somebody who was like a huge fan of the Hunger Games and was like, it sounds like the earlier games were smaller because like the 10th one was in a large sports stadium. Spoilers. Yeah. Maybe it's the 10th one of the ones in the books.
Yeah, it's one of the prequel ones.
Oops. But like other ones have to be like way bigger than that because of features that are mentioned in them. And so I basically was like, okay, well, I'm going to assume that the first like 20 were probably small. And then like they progressively got bigger to like this person basically was like, based on the geography mentioned and the distances that people traveled on foot through different terrains, it seems like the smaller games, other than like the stadium, would have been maybe like between 4 to 6 kilometers.
Like
and
square
then
kilometers?
No, in diameter. Sorry.
Okay.
And then the like later bigger games were probably like 16 to 20 kilometers in diameter.
Jeez. Okay.
And so I basically like did a third of them at the like very small size and then like the rest at the like middle ground of the bigger size. And so in terms of total square kilometers of preserved Hunger Games land, that would be about 1 million kilometers squared.
Okay, that seems like a lot.
That seems like a lot.
So do you know what is roughly 1 million kilometers squared?
No.
Yellowstone,
Ontario.
Ontario. Jesus Christ.
Ontario? All of Ontario?
All of Ontario.
Ontario's big.
Ontario's big. So to compare, I found this website that was like, it's like you can compare like provinces and like countries or like regions, like it'll just spit them all out for you. And so just a bunch of things that are roughly the size of Ontario, just for some fun stuff for us to know. Or I guess like Ontario / the 74th, the total Hunger Games region would be about the size of Ethiopia, about the size of Bolivia or Colombia, about the size of Spain and France combined.
Oh, that's small?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Ontario is so big.
Ontario's so big is the thing about it.
The thing is, it's so big.
The thing is so big. Or the combination of Texas, Oklahoma, and New Mexico, which are Oklahoma and New Mexico are like two of the states that border Texas. I looked at a map.
Okay.
Now you know.
Ooh.
This website is kind of funny because it does like, I was like, oh yeah, countries or like, you know, it would compare to things like the Sahara Desert and things like that. And I'm like, that makes sense. But then at some point it's like the Midwest. I'm like, oh, it's okay. Ontario's half the size of the Midwest. Great.
What is the Midwest?
Yeah, I don't know.
Americans always say that like you should just know exactly what that means. I don't know exactly what that means.
Americans are yelling at us because it's probably like some specific states.
Americans
but
just
why would we know that?
The world revolves around them.
Yeah.
It's a specific combination of states, but I'm not American, so I have no need to keep that information in my head.
Yeah. No. Americans just think the whole world revolves around them, and so that everybody knows American geography.
Yep.
I'm still so mad about the last time I was in the States and met some people who are allegedly educated, and when I told them I lived in Atlantic Canada, they didn't
were like, Canada
know
has
anything
an
about it.
Coast. That's crazy.
Yeah. Like, it's like northeast of Maine, and they're like, whoa, there's northeast of Maine? And I was like, go fuck yourself.
Is wrong with you? Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Well, in this case, we're going to aggressively not learn what's in the Midwest.
No. This is my small act of rebellion.
Yeah, I don't care
what's in the Midwest.
Yeah. As another fun fact, Canada is 9.28 times as big as Ontario. That's smaller than I thought it would be compared to Ontario, but it makes sense.
Have you ever driven across Ontario?
Like, it takes 2 full days.
It's like 3 fucking days.
It's so long.
It's the
I've
worst.
only done, I guess I've done it in like 2 chunks. But, like, just from, like, the Manitoba border to Toronto, is like, I think 20 hours or
Forever.
something.
Yeah.
And then it's like another 6-7 hours to the Quebec border, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did like a family road trip once when I was a kid from eastern Ontario, but not like all the way east. And it took 2 days to get to Ontario, or to get to the end of Ontario, the west side of Ontario. And then 1 day to get through Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and into Alberta.
Yes.
Like,
and those are like 12-hour days of driving through Ontario.
Oh, they're like 17 hours. They were long.
Long-ass days.
It's big.
Yeah. Not to brag or anything, but it is only the second biggest province.
Yes.
And Quebec's bigger.
Quebec is like notably larger. Quebec is huge.
Yeah. But at least it's vertically large.
Yeah.
Not long.
Ontario is just big in all of the directions.
Yeah.
It's diagonally large. Anyway.
So I didn't really like extrapolate from there what that, I mean, I guess I extrapolated in that like 3 states of the US are just fully barricaded off for people to go on their vacations. I like,
that's what all of those like corridors between the districts
the
are
wildlife
for.
corridors are.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So
interesting.
That's just some fun math about how much, like, they're gonna run out of space soon.
Yeah. I mean, we don't see, like, on the maps of Pan Am, it mostly covers the United States and, like, some of the southern parts of Canada. I wonder if all of the arenas are just in, like, northern BC and Alberta.
That's what I was just thinking, yeah.
I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just assume Canada doesn't exist anymore, to be honest.
I have to assume the rest of the world doesn't exist, right?
Yeah.
I really like the assumption that the rest of the world is just functioning as normal, and North America has just gone completely off the rails, and everyone's like, we'll just wait till they're done.
Yeah, South America is fine. They just shattered the bridges over the Panama Canal or whatever.
Yeah, right? They just, like, dug out Panama.
They're like, bye.
And they're like, we'll just leave those guys up there.
Yeah.
Once they've finished killing each other, we can start, like, international trade again.
Yeah, this is getting too close to home. But...
Yeah, anyway, remember how we found out last time that the Hunger Games started in 2026?
Yeah. I mean, for all the, like, random biomes that they talk about, you can get basically all of them in Canada.
Yeah.
You can get, like...
You definitely can.
Desert. You can get, like, frozen mountains. Frozen, you know the frozen biome? You can get
the frozen biome.
Yeah.
Yep. You can get rainforest.
Yeah.
You can get desert, even though people think we don't have either of those things. We do. We have both of them.
A 3-day drive through trees for Ontario.
Yeah, you can get the Canadian Shield for most of it.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, that's my new theory. I like that. That Canada is just where the Hunger Games are.
Perfect.
And it only takes half an hour to get there.
It only takes half an hour to get there, but we don't know where there is, so we don't know how fast they're going. But I bet it's fast.
It's probably fast. I mean, every book has to take place in the Pacific Northwest, right? Like, that's where this is happening, right?
I assume so, but I'm not sure. We'll find out, like, in the games, maybe, if they describe the arena much.
They'll name one tree or one animal, and we'll be like, well, that's only on the West Coast.
Time to triangulate.
I mean, this one from the movie gives very Algonquin area, maybe?
Yeah.
So Canada.
Canada.
They went directly outside of the nuclear hole in the ground where Toronto is.
Listen, it's probably just in the nuclear fallout area, you know?
Yeah.
Or that.
It's also true.
It's not as if they care if the tributes live a long time.
Wow. Yeah, so that was the math I did.
Thanks for the math, Sophie.
No problem. Maybe next time I'll remember to do math about how far away they are from the capital. Wow, and since that was the last sentence of this chapter, I guess, should we guess what's going to happen next?
Yeah.
Chapter 11. Oh, this is going to give you a lot. The sentence is 60 seconds.
Yeah, I think the Hunger Games
are going to start, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think there's much else.
Like, okay, let's see if I remember what happens, because both of you have read this since 2005. And probably remember the start of the Hunger Games more.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's like the cornucopia. So I think Katniss, I'm pretty sure Katniss sees some of the cornucopia bloodbath. Maybe.
Yeah.
Like she
think
looks
so,
behind her and is like, everyone dying. But she's like, doesn't try and go for the cornucopia. She's like bolts, maybe. Or is there something about how she runs to the middle to grab a bow and arrow? I don't remember. Anyway, I think she runs away.
You're so close.
Intelligently.
Yeah.
It's one of those two options for sure.
So she either runs away from or towards the cornucopia?
Yeah, I think one of those for sure.
Okay, that's good. Good thinking.
Yeah. And then I don't know what happens with the rest of the chapter.
I feel like
hides.
It probably ends with her having run away to hide, yeah.
I don't think
That's
so.
my guess.
I think a lot's gonna happen.
Oh. Okay.
Right?
Well, I think a lot is gonna happen, but it's all gonna happen in like 15 seconds of the bloodbath of the cornucopia, I think.
I think we've got like 2 days of the Hunger Games or something. I don't know.
I think it's just going to be the first day.
Okay.
Or maybe even the first half a day.
Whoa.
But I'm going with first day.
I hope it's the first day so that she falls asleep out of the chapter and wakes up.
She has to fall asleep into the next chapter.
Yeah.
She hasn't really done that much. She keeps falling asleep in the middle of chapters.
Yeah.
Which is like harshing my vibe a little.
Yeah.
I think during the games there's more, but I don't fully remember. But I do think more chapters end with I passed out or I fell asleep.
Yeah, fell asleep in a tree, fell asleep in a cave.
Yeah.
Passed out in a ditch.
Yeah. Normal stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, I think that's a good guess from all of us.
We done it.
We done it.
Thanks.
Let's talk about what else we're reading. I opened Goodreads to check what I've been reading and then remembered that I have not been updating Goodreads.
Oh.
So how am I even supposed to remember what I've been reading? No, I know what I've been reading. Did I read all of the T. Kingfisher books since the last time we recorded?
I think maybe.
So I blasted through all the Paladin books and the Clock Tower Wars or whatever, and Sword Heart, and then I read an entire Tamora Pierce series. But they're middle grade books. It took me like half a day to read each of them.
Sure.
So I read the actually no, I read 2 Tamora Pierce series. Hold on. I read all of this. Yeah.
Have you read like 20 books?
Yes. Well, see,
oh my God.
See what happened is that I reread the Strange Practice series and then I finished it and I was like, I'm really sad because I finished this series I really liked. How do I get over being sad? Let's start another series that I really liked. So I reread all of the World of the White Rat books by T. Kingfisher, and then I was like, now I'm sad. What should I read? And so then I picked up. I'm just rereading. I've only been rereading, so it's way faster.
Wow.
So anyway, I read The Circle of Magic and the Circle Open series, and oh my God, I read a third one. I read all of the Atlanta books too.
Oh my God, Sophie.
Okay, it's been a minute since we recorded, though.
It has been a minute.
And I did travel for like a week, so I did a lot of reading on the planes. And so then now I'm reading the Immortal series.
Which is also
Tamora Pierce. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm only on book 2 of that one.
Wow.
Okay. Encouraging, I guess.
Yep, so that's all that I've been reading, don't worry.
That's it?
What about you guys? I'm gonna get to 100 books by like next week.
Yeah, I okay.
I'm sorry.
Follow up that.
I should have gone last.
I also reread. I listened to Love on the Brain by Allie Hazelwood because it's great. And then I finished our February book club book, The Water Dancer by Ta-Nehisi Coates. And then I'm still in the middle of many books I've talked about before, so I don't really want to talk about that. But I started reading Dream Girl Drama by Tessa Bailey, which is a hockey romance book, and I started it because of the Olympics, you know?
Yep.
And then I'm also reading Our Vicious Oaths by N.E. Davenport, which is just a standalone romantasy book. And that's it.
Those Those are the only things, huh? All 10 of those?
Well,
that's it.
There was 4. Like, that's not that bad. Considering
That's
how
true.
long it's been, it should be more.
That's true.
That's regular
I
amount.
have not made as much progress. Like, I'm mad at myself. I'm disappointed. It's fine. I just haven't been in a good headspace. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to read things constantly. It's allowed to be slower than
I know,
Sophie.
but I'm behind.
I'm reading middle grade books that I've already read.
It's true.
No one can keep up with that.
Yeah, maybe I can help, because I read all of the Game Changers books, the hockey romance ones.
Oh my god, you guys
and
are
then
making me feel so behind.
No, it's okay.
Well, I read all of those in like a day and a half each, and then I started reading Wearing the Lion by John Wiswell, which is good, but it keeps making me fall asleep. So I'm only like 100 pages in, and I've been reading it for like over a week at this point. So that is what I'm reading with my eyeballs. And then I listened to some like pretty good audiobooks. I listened to The Compound.
Oh yeah.
Sam mentioned. Yeah, you mentioned that in our like 2025 wrap up.
Yeah.
It was indeed batshit crazy.
Yeah.
It was a bonkers time. And I listened to James by Percival Everett, which was also kind of a crazy time. And now I'm listening to The Favorites, which was our January book club book.
Yes, my favorite book.
I finally got it from the library. Again, kind of a batshit crazy time.
But it's so good.
It was kind of fun to go from like the Game Changers, which are like happily ever after sports romance, to The Favorites, which is, so far I'm about halfway through, just like deeply toxic sports relationships.
It has is melancholic the right word? No, I don't know. It has like a very like, it's not a happy ending, but it's like a realistic ending, if that makes sense.
Okay. So far they're all just being
Oh yeah, they're all toxic as shit.
extremely toxic. Yeah.
Well, when you realize too that the book is a Wuthering Heights retelling, and I don't know a lot about Wuthering Heights.
Yeah, I've
learned
Wuthering
a lot
Heights.
in the last like month because of the movie, but it makes more sense why all the characters are the way that they are. But I also firmly believe ice skaters would be like this.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Fun fact about me, refuse to read Wuthering Heights because, like, I assume like a lot of people, my brain will sometimes do a thing where it like associates two unconnected concepts or things or whatever. So something in my brain associated Wuthering Heights with the book Tuck Everlasting, which I read in elementary school and I fucking hated. So now I will like see the name Wuthering Heights and immediately get annoyed because my brain connects it instead to Tuck Everlasting.
Wow.
So, I've never read it,
What a weird
but I have
thing to
bad vibes about it.
All I remember about Tuck Everlasting is that the movie made me cry and made me really sad. I don't remember anything else.
The book also makes you cry, don't worry.
Okay, good to
Yeah,
know.
Similar.
I just didn't like it. Yeah.
Fair.
But yeah, now I'm like, fuck Wuthering Heights because I didn't like Tuck Everlasting in grade 4. So, is there logic? No, none whatsoever, but I'm still not going to read that book.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, so when you're hearing this, it's going to be March. So perhaps by then we will be reading The Second Death of Locke by V.L. Bovalino, which is our Midlight Book Club book for March.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah.
If you liked this chapter of Midlight Crisis, please consider rating and reviewing us on Spotify or your podcatcher of choice. You can talk to us and find fun-related content on social media. We are at Midlight Pod on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Tumblr, and Blue Sky. And all chapters of the show thus far are available on our website, midlightpod.podbean.com, and on YouTube.
And me, after I accidentally lose my cool in a meeting. I'm worried that I didn't react properly.
Okay, we're gonna stop the recording
And we're
now.
done. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Good night.
Oh, fuck.